Oh, you two for the roll.
Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick pass on the jet motion.
What's the pass? So what?
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead.
Oh, Brian, get him.
20. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe try to block.
Second down.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24.
Again.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Penn State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Going to the ground. The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He wants to pass it on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Leaves it with the back. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead going around the outside.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they get him down. Coming up here. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. And you're aggressive. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
How about the quarterback there, buying a little bit of time, a little Houdini act, breaking the tackle, breaking the sack. Maybe now you want him to get his eyes back downfield and try to make a play, but the pressure definitely sped him up and forced the incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Slips a tackle. Sends it downfield. Snatches it on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Oregon, 17. Penn State, 14.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Witherspoon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback will audible. Running back goes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Second down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback checking the play. They move the tight end all over. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball is picked off.
Fucking 99 speed cornerbacks, man.
He's at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Penn State 14.
He'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Penn State Nittany Lions will take over. 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive
Alright,
the
the
field.
fucking ball, dude.
Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll go to the air, trying to get to it. Working the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they pick up just one. It'll
You
be
nigga don't want to hold the blocks.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open...
Damn, I wish I had a better team, dog.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll give it to the back. Got room at the 35. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 24, Penn State 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, man. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gets away from...
Oh, they're going to let the man break every sack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't
damn.
for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Ducks are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Motion from the offense. Trying to impose their will with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll run it. They want to take their time. Tripped up for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't
that
sure
nigga pushed my ass down.
Out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And the Ducks will move the sticks.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
Oh, fuck. Oh, they won't let me get on the right, man.
They'll run it from the
gun. Man.
Push down for the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The Ducks get enough to move the chains.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a double.
The corners are walked up tight. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Penn State, 21.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The 18 unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The #1 job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Oh, my fucking God, dog.
And he just kept running. And he
You niggas so ass.
And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Ducks want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's crazy how that motherfucking play make a bitch run right past a bitch safe. I mean, corner. Crazy.
They'll go to the ground.
There you go. So.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st